Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we? How are we? Welcome in, it's Monday. How are things here on my channel, Babel17, on Twitch? Yes. Here we are once again, fighting fantasy game books. Book 11, Jamie Talks and Mark Smith, Talisman of Death, why not? If you like what you see, give us a follow. It costs you nothing. If you want to give us your Prime subs, I'll take your Jeff Bezos money, no problem at all. Hello, Sam, how are you? Still getting used to the Hodders wider household being catless for the first time in years. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Recently? Good evening. Kit will be joining shortly. They just finished off a final dungeon in... I don't know. Yes, Joe went over the British one. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, mate. That is a hard one. That is a hard one, as always. Can sympathise with you. Storm went this way, well, almost a year ago now, actually. Yeah, it's coming up to be a year next month. 17, very good innings. So yes, yeah, no, absolutely. Storm was 16 or 16 or 17 when she went. But of course we now have Cookie, who just takes up all of our time. Plus we're also dog sitting with Bella for we'll have to over the weekend and for the next couple of days as Lindsay's brother and his fiancée are either working or away. So yes, we have the joy of the two cats going, oh no, the dog thing's here again. Grr. 17 innings indeed, yes, a very good innings. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Sam, but hopefully your parents will... so they've still got the dogs, haven't they? So maybe they will decide to get another one, maybe not. Who knows? It's always difficult to know. Joe, hello, good evening, welcome in. I presume you'll be joining us shortly once you finish listening to Benathy. It shall be a doggy-only household here on in. That may change. That may very well change. So, good evening. Here we are once again. Another episode of Fighting Fantasy Game Books this week. As I say, we're doing Jim Thompson and Mark Smith's Talisman of Death, Book 11, Part 4, where hopefully we don't die quite as much as we did the other day. Who would like to see what I'm working on at the moment? So I'm just about finished doing another playthrough. This is another. I don't know. I wonder what does that. That's odd. This is another diagram. Goes it onto this one, then this one, and then finally this one, and win. There we are. There's even a map. There's even a map in the middle of it as well. So, yeah. This is what I've been working on for a few months because the author had written half of it, tried a new game mechanic, sent it to me. I went, it doesn't work, sent it back. He then sent it to me going, you've got 2 weeks to finish it. So I literally finished it last night. I've got I've got tomorrow to game test it proper, and then send it back to him. But it all ties in. There's no missing entries. There's no nothing like that. So good fun book. Looking forward to doing that one with you later on in the year when it comes out. Fighting Fantasy Fest 6, actually. Steve Barrett, good evening, my friend. How are you? How are things? Sam's off to the bedroom laptop. Fair enough. No worries. How are things? My connection to chat has dropped out. Why has my connection to chat dropped out? What is going on? And welcome to my own chat room. Thank you very much, me. Yes. So, how are things? How was your weekend? Anything of import to tell me? I woke up at 4:30 this morning, in a bit of a state. I'd had a terrible dream, and I was extremely worried for some people, and yeah, took me 2 hours to didn't even get back to sleep. It took me I did go back to sleep, but it took me hours. Right, why's my video gone tits up again? I'm gonna have to change this bloody camera. 2 seconds. Right, see if that works any better. I've changed the frame rate. Good news, Mr. Ken emailed me for a dress, so hopefully my game book will be on. Yes, I know. I spoke to him on Saturday to double check, and I'm glad you did get in touch. He is, yes, he said he was sending it out this week. So he also said that you had got in touch. So it's like, because I did say, had you got in touch? He said, yes, he had. Ah, hooray! So I'm pleased. Actually, interestingly, I don't know if anybody saw it, but there was an advert. Lynn put an advert out on Facebook today to say, if you go to Ken's page, we have that one. It says the Rat Wife of Sleepy Eye is now to be published under Savage Realms. So it looks like you're going to get a proper copy, a paperback copy of the book, not just a PDF. So yeah, that one also game tested and back to Ken 2 weeks ago. Hence why I've been able to do Matt's one. Right, so yes, what else is news? Fighting Fantasy Fest 6, Lindsay and I are volunteering, so we're going to be wandering around helping people move from one place to another and ushering people in and out of the lecture hall and ushering authors off to designated signee places and that sort of stuff, and hopefully making sure that the whole day runs smoothly. So that's our latest news on FFS. What else? The new books, obviously, for... What is this now? I can't understand what's going on here. Ian's now got his new book coming out, obviously. Why is my green screen gone doolally? We're in safe hands. Are you coming up? Are you coming up for it, Steve? It'd be nice to catch up with you again. Hope you are. I know Drossy's coming over. Why is my green screen gone doolally? 2 seconds. It don't touch this stuff for months, and then everything decides to go a bit ooh-ah-wee. 2 seconds. Right, let's see how that holds up. So it's a little bit better. So it's a giant shot, yeah. I'm indeed, although it's more of a horizontal motion view. Fair enough. But we'll be doing a down, across, up, and up over the week. So we're down for about 2 weeks, give or take. So we'll take Jason to. So we're doing a round trip. We're going to come down from Edinburgh down to London. On so Edinburgh, Newcastle, London on the Thursday. Thursday night in London, Friday in London. Well, so Ealing, not Ealing. South of Ealing is Brentford. Brentford? No, Brentford is Essex. Oh, Brent Cross. Brent Cross? Just south of Ealing. Anyway. Jump in. Hi Ruth, how you doing? Hope you're well. Thank you for dropping by. Shame you can't stay. We're just about to start. Oh hey. I'm just describing our trip down to Fighting Fantasy 6 in September. So we're going to go down to London. Couple of days in London. Friday night, can't go to the Bureau, unfortunately, but we are going to go and see the Comedy About Spies, which is the latest Mischief Theatre play, which has been put on by the original cast for 8 weeks only, because we missed it the first time round, and we're really lucky to get hold of these tickets, so we're going to go and see that, because we've seen every other one with the original cast to date. And then Fighting Fantasy Fest Saturday, helping out with that, then drinks with the crew and John and the team afterwards. Then Sunday we pootle off to Stratford. We're going to have a couple of days in Stratford, because we've never been. And we've got ages till Jason doesn't get into halls till Friday. But it's pointless coming all the way back up to come all the way back down again. So we thought, well, might as well just make a week and a half, actually have a holiday for a change. So yeah, we're going to wend our way through Stratford and the surrounding environs, and then up to Birmingham by Wednesday, get him into halls on Friday. That gives us a couple of days of working out whether he needs anything, and then buggering off after that. So he's managed to get into Birmingham on the foundation course for 20 weeks. Paid, so we've had to take out another loan for that, but it means that we're not touching any of his SAS money if, as and when he actually gets a full-time course, which hopefully will be next year now. Off the back of this, I'm hoping this extra year will get him over the line, because that puts him towards 19 by this time next year, which is more in line with the sort of age that they like to take them in at. So his choices are, in order, I think, are the Scottish Conservatoire. So the Birmingham is as part of Birmingham University, but it is the Birmingham Conservatoire, which is like the third or fourth best in the country. So he's going to apply for Glasgow Conservatoire. He's going to apply for Lambda. He said he wants to apply for Rose Bruford down in Sidcup, Kent. It was just south of London. He says that sounds really nice. And then I think Birmingham is his last choice. There's another one in between, I can't remember. So going to escape the confinement and we'll be rampaging around the country. Yes, we are. No, acting. So he's an actor. Hence why we've seen all the original cast playing Mischief Theatre things, yeah. So he's off to do that. So he's doing a foundation course. It's 20 weeks. It's costing us an absolute arm and a leg. But it's better than the course that was in Glasgow, which is better than the one he would have done if he'd stayed on at Edinburgh College, doing the HND there. So this hopefully will give him a nice little boost. And he realises after a lot of humming and hawing that in actual fact, yes, the Birmingham course is by far and away the far superior. So he did come to that decision himself, which was nice, and it wasn't just us going, you need to go to Birmingham. So yes, we've got all of that coming up as of September. So Fighting Fantasy Fest on the Saturday the 5th, and then he's in halls on Friday the 11th. And then we've got a night in the Lake District or on the way back up. So pleased he's made the decision. Oh, absolutely. It's just been up until beginning of July was just like super headachy. And the worst bit is, we've had all this time off from doing FFS, sorry, from doing off the chart, and I realised we've got no time left. It's been a hangover for all of us. It's been one of the worst decisions to have to make ever, because we really hoped it got so many callbacks this year, and this one was the only one that really, really came to fruition. So yeah, we usually stay in Tebay on the way up to Scotland. Yes, so we're going to stay a little bit further south. Go visit Cockermouth. I'd like to. I'd like to. It's been a while since I've been around the lakes proper. Yeah, we're literally it is just a stopover on the night for Lindsay and I coming back up, because I've got work, so that'll be Monday, which is a bank holiday for me, but it's not for her. So she's had to take 2 weeks off to do all this. So, but it's the first proper holiday she's taken off literally in the last 3 years. So beyond, like, we've taken time off, but this is like her actually physically taking 2 full weeks off, which is just, it's normally me that takes the time off. So yeah. Anyway, we'll let you know how that goes once we get there. But we've got a wee while away to go. Right, who's in for a bit of this book then? Because last week we did so we did this much, and then died twice. So we had to start over again, and we got a fair chunk through it on Thursday. So we are. Oh yes, we've gone back to our man, and the apothecary, the sage, who's a bit of a gobbler, we believe. So we're at his house. So he's saved us from the bear trap again. He's taken us home to look after us, and he's he likes a bit of stuffing, if I remember rightly, a bit of sage and onion stuffing. So shame Cockermouth is in the Bitchfield. Yes. So we decide that we're going to tell him everything, and he listens with growing amazement. He introduces himself as Apothecus, a sage of history. I've heard of the Talisman of Death. You must recover at all costs. He suggests that you enlist the help of the Thieves Guild. Sorry, I'm just looking for pencil rubber. As he doesn't think you can recapture it alone. Don't we all enjoy a bit of stuffing? Excuse me. It'll be in the temple of Fel Carinla by now, I'll warrant. Horkana, the High Priestess, will be holding it there. Go to the Red Dragon Inn in the Street of Seven Sins. It is dangerous, but you may make contact with the thieves there. He gives you a breakfast of savoury pancakes and invites you to dinner that evening, saying that he will try to discover more to aid you. In the meantime, he says, take these. He hands you 5 pieces of gold and a ring. It's a ring which will increase your skill at arms. Add 1 to your skill score whilst wearing this ring. And I think we added the ring last time. Yes, we did. Ring skill +1. Now that's a good point. Let's go there. And then we can see that we have a ring skill of +1. Right there. So I don't think what why is our skill currently 114? I think it's not. I think it's 11. It's got to go above 11. Evening, Matty. How you doing, buddy boy? So immature. Super skilled. I know. It's wrong. So we've got 5 pieces of gold. We've got the ring, and he's also given us his jade rose. Oh, such a nice guy. I might call him Duncan Norval. We thank him for his help and leave the bungalow. Are we going to go to the Red Dragon or head for the temple? That was our choice, and that's where we left it on Thursday. So the first choice for the evening is the Red Dragon Inn or the temple. So I for inn, T for temple, yes. Oh no, my pencil's looking a bit flat. Must have been all that writing I've been doing. Red Dragon. Fair dues. Always head to the pub. Always. think that's rule of thumb. 101. Rule 101. Always head to the pub. There was much fighting in the Red Dragon, so are we prepped? We are back to exactly where we were prior to going to the Red Dragon the first time round, so yes. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Absolutely 100%. Who's going to the Red Dragon? Who's going to the temple? Making your mind up. Let's get a cocktail in, alright, fair enough. Is that a slow, comfortable screw against the wall? If we're going to keep the older innuendos going. Look, sharpener. Steve wants to go to the temple. Ooh, check Steve out. But we were a bit coy about asking for the thieves last time. Yes, we were. Oh. 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 The pencil of very much sharpness. Ho, ho, ho. Red Dragon, says Matty. Nice. So 3-1 so far. 3 for the Red Dragon, 1 for the temple. I am playing with my influence. I'm making my pencil razor sharp. Gotta have a nice sharp pencil. And we don't want to pick up the cursed jewel on the way. Oh, that's right, the cursed jewelry on the way, yes. Good point. Right, let's head to the Dragon Inn, Red Dragon Inn then. 57. Bum. Right. You take a side street which leads towards the Street of Seven Sins, and are almost pushed aside by a couple of students in blue togas. They are quarrelling and begin fighting in front of you. It seems one of them disagrees violently with something the other has said. As they tussle, you notice that the angry young man has dropped a small brass tiger charm. Will you interrupt the quarrel and give the charm back, ignore them and go on your way, or pick up the charm? Plenty of lead. Oh, I think I need Steve's bucket. Do you know, I really need to sort that out. I've got that bucket gift somewhere. I need to spend the time. Let me get these books out of the way and come. Because, yeah, I'm going to be away for half of September. Steve says ignore. So, yes, so you would like to ignore them and go in their way. So I suppose. What would you say? Interrupt the quarrel. B to break it up. I to ignore. Or P to pick up the charm. Bip. Break it up, ignore, and pick up the charm. So far, Steve Barrett would like to ignore the charm. Interrupt and give the charm back, says Edward. Yeah, keep the fight going. That's good fun. It's been 33 down here today, so we're in a weird overheated mode. No. Joe would like to ignore. And go on your way. Fair enough. Trying to think, what did we have? What did I have? Have I got is it oh yes, but then I how do I do the other one then? Okay. But then oh, that's right. If you click on the studs, then I can choose to do plummet. Splot. So that one. And then there is democracy.
Gentlemen, This is Democracy Manifest. Get your hand off my penis!
There we go. Classic. So what I need to do is I need to add in the bucket. There we go. I played Democracy and Selena arrives. Hello, Selena. How are we doing? Good evening. Welcome in. So choices, my darlings, so far are we have this tussle. So either we want to break up the quarrel and give the charm back, so B to break it up, I to ignore the tussle and go on our way, or P to pick up the charm, which is not what we want to do. We do not want to pick up the charm. So far, we have got 2 to ignore and 1 to break it up and pass back the charm. How is Selena? How are you this evening? How is your new vehicle? Have you got the sidecar fitted yet? You're okay. Good. Okay, I will take. Better than going, I feel like shit. How's your insomnia at the moment? Mine had me up at 4:30 this morning. Joyous. For no reason whatsoever. Well, no, I know what the reason was, but it was a stupid reason. So, any more? Or is it just going to be the 2 to ignore and just walk on by? Excuse me. I know we've got people jumping in and off through various laptops and things. I really am okay, by the way. Good. Just bought new earpads for my gaming headset because the phone just burst out the other one of them. Oh, no! Good. I'm pleased. I am pleased. I'm pleased you're okay. Genuinely happy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much it would cost to get replacement buds for these ones. I won't complain about being up since 6. Full 40 this morning. Wide awake. 1750. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I don't know how much it would be for a set of Audio-Technica buds, pads, actually. It's funny because my like my work headphones go through really quickly, just because obviously we're wearing them a lot, wearing them at home a lot, and in this heat weather, they just disintegrate. Horrible things, just fall apart. Just fall apart. Right, so I think, based on the fact that we've only had a few people decide that the biggest majority is to ignore them and go on our way, which is 156. So we will do just that. You come out into to the Street of Seven Sins and soon find the Red Dragon Inn. Steps lead downwards and the sound of raucous laughter floats up from the smoke-filled gloom below. You enter and walk over to the only part of the dive where it is light enough to make anything out. Passing tables and stools, you come to the bar behind which stands the bulky proprietor of the inn. Do you have the brass tiger charm? If you do not, turn to 3. Well, we do not, so that's nice. Here is Werman again. What did Nathan say the other day? Mr. Hesseltine, was it? I need to replace the foam pads on my work headset because they're filthy. They're just dirty, filthy, dirty. Right, we're definitely going to the brass tiger charm, thank Christ. So, number 3. You ask the barman for a mug of ale, and whilst he pours you your drink, your eyes adjust to the gloom, and you survey his customers. You've never seen a more disreputable bunch of villainous-looking cutthroats. The barman says, "I'll be a piece of gold." So you hand over the money. Oh well, there's one of our gold gone. 14. Dennis Healy, that's right. Thank you. As you replace your money pouch, a dozen pairs of eyes watch closely. The only one who doesn't watch is a stooped old man cleaning slops off an empty table. Will you talk to the barman, walk over to the old man, or approach 6 surly-looking men who look like thieves? B for bar, O for old, S for 6. Which spells out Boz. Excuse me. Got tickling me throat. I don't know why. Old man, says Steve Barrett. Excellent. Matty's going for the old man as well. Okay. Joe and Edward also going for the old man. 4-0. Right, let's go for old man. 19. The toothless old man mutters at you. He tells you that his ale cellar is a dangerous place. Having given his warning, he shuffles fearfully away. Will you go back to the bar, or go over to the table where the 6 surly-looking men are sitting? Well, that was simple. B for bar, or S for 6, which spells BS. Bullshit. Why? This is really weird, right? So, we talked about Ted Heath. And I've just dropped into a folder because I needed to... Dennis Healy. But I've got the Lincolnshire Poacher by Ted Heath. For no apparent reason. It's in a folder. Just there. Never mind. Chat pause due to scroll. Excellent. Bar 6, bar. I don't think I'm getting my espresso martini here. No, I'm afraid not. Unless your name's Martin, in which case you might be expressed very quickly out of the door. To the barkeep, then. Number 88. What does he say? If anything. The barman says, you're not like my usual customers. A rough lot comes in here most days. These fellas don't rely on charity for a cushion, you know. Will you try to make friends and ask him how he keeps order, or ask him how they get their money? O order, M for money. How does he keep order? How do they get their money? That's fairly obvious how they get the money, I think. Order. As long as he doesn't call last orders, we'll be alright. Hors d'oeuvres. Horses duvers. All the O's. Oh, it's magic. You know. Right, check out how he keeps order. 119. I bet it's got some cudgel down the back of the bar or something. Well, I manage mostly, he says, but it puts me in mind of one time not so long ago when things really got out of hand. It goes on to tell a story about Heimdall the Mighty. It seems that Heimdall was one of the strongest and most unpleasant men ever to have swilled beer in the Red Dragon. One day, a stranger, Chutchev, accepted his invitation to a bout of arm wrestling. Heimdall lost for the first time in his life. He was furious and threatened awful reprisals if Chutchev ever returned. A few nights later, Chutchev did return and began methodically to insult Heimdall and 2 of his friends. In the inevitable fight which followed, Chutchev killed them all and carved his initials on Heimdall's forehead. He worships the god of insane chaos, Anarkill, and since then none has dare say gained him here, even though they are all thieves and murderers. You decide the time has come to introduce yourself to the thieves, and you walk over to their table. Turn to 280. $280, not $180. I think I did that last time as well. $280. Okay. Excuse me. You introduce yourself to the motley group of villains. They do not reply. You persevere, saying that you only wish to speak to them for a few moments. One of them, whose face is marked by a jagged scar running from ear to ear, fixes you with a stare and grates. We don't care for the law, so watch yourself. You could be dead before you knew we'd moved. Will you? Ask them the way to the Thieves' Guild. Say you need help with some unfinished business. Or boldly retort that their threats don't scare you. T for Thieves' Guild. H for help. Or R to retort. There. THR. There. T to ask about the Thieves' Guild. H to say you need some help with some unfinished business. Or R to retort that there are a bunch of scummy bums. Steve would like to ask about the Thieves' Guild. Edward would also like to ask about the Thieves' Guild. Joe would like to ask about the Thieves' Guild. No beating about the bush today, is it? It's just straight in there. No, I have a problem that I need resolving. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more. It's just, are you thieves? Can you take me to the guild, please? Fair enough, then. 145. If that's the way you want it. Scarface says, what do you mean? Are you suggesting we're thieves? There's an edge to his voice and a tension among his comrades, two of whom have their hands upon their daggers. Will you now hotly deny it? Say that you are? Or ignore this and say you have valuable information for them? Deny, agree, info, DAI. Deny, D for deny, A to agree that they are indeed thieves, or I to ignore and push on by trying to get them to help you get into the Thieves Guild so that you can recover the Talisman of Death. Agree. What you want to... You're just spoiling for a fight, apparently. Jesus Christ. Agree they are thieves and be done with it. Good Lord. What do you like? Ah, Jesus. Joe would like to say they have information that would be beneficial to them in some way, shape, or form. Is that it? Two people are agreeing and one would like info. Seriously? Wow. Okay. Let's give it another 15, 30 seconds, maybe. See if anybody else would like to chip in. I'm genuinely surprised at this tact, but hey. Info is always good. Yeah, okay, good, right. That's two apiece. We just threaten to carve our initials into their forehead if they kick off. Okay, right, well, it's 50-50 now. Two people want to agree that they are thieves, two people like information. Another 10 seconds. Info. Edward coming in with info. for the, and that's it. There we go. Right, okay, fine. So info 3 to 2. 246. Right. It's probably wise. Actually, would you like to know? Would you like to know what would have happened? Out of curiosity. 281. Ah, well, that would have worked. That would have worked. It would have worked. They appear interested and offer you some ale. You accept the mug and do not drink. You suggest that they suggest that in helping you, they might gain a great deal. You agree to meet and tell you to come to the Thieves Guild at midday tomorrow via the disguised coal hole in Hornbeam Road. So what would have happened is, if you had agreed that they were thieves, Scarface laughs, they remove their hands from their daggers, and a young man appears from behind you and sits down. Of course we're thieves, he says. What is the Red Dragon if not a den of thieves? They invite you to join them for a drink, which you do. One of them tells you that the entrance to the Thieves Guild is through an open storm drain which leads into the sewers near Trader's Row. You ask if it's possible to go there right away, but they say no, and you agree to meet them at midday tomorrow. You begin to chat. Turn to 169. Interesting. So, one of them tells you that the entrance to the Thieves Guild is through an open storm drain, which leads into the sewer near Trader's Road. So that's what they say if you agree they're thieves. If you say you've got a proposition for them, they say go via the disguised coal hole in Hornbeam Road, which is different. You begin to chat to them, turn to 169. So 2 different entrances. You see, stupid mind, stupid. Well, the thing is, which is correct, or are they both? Are they both? Misleading. That's a new way into the Thieves Guild. Yes. So, but which is true? Because I know the last time we went, what did we? How did we go last time? Was it? I can't remember how we went in last time. 1988, 280, 280, 145. Slightly different methodology this time, of course. 145, 246, 169. So where's 169? So we went back from that. 246 we did last time. Oh, so 246. So we did the same. So the one they've given us is the same one as last time. Okay. Fair enough. We fought the forehead guy. Well, ha ha ha. You say that. Guess who's just turned up? It's Chut and his sister. 2 newcomers enter the Red Dragon Ale Cellar. The first is a very tall, wiry man whose frame is draped in a black cloak. The only hint of colour is his hair, very curly and dyed bright corn yellow. The second is a handsome young woman dressed in a bizarre patchwork of armour. The barman mutters under his breath, then forces his face into a smile. Chutchev, Cassandra, welcome, he shouts obsequiously. The thieves move away from you to sit at another table. Chutchev strolls to the bar and orders a drink. Cassandra sits opposite you at your table. She ignores you, and Chutchev joins her. When you say nothing, get up and leave the ale cellar, or introduce yourselves. And I have no idea what we said last time. So, N for nothing, L for leave, I to introduce. Bloody hell. You had to mention them. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to taunt with you again. Intro. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Nobody's asking for anything else, so let's introduce ourselves. 3, 7, 4. Which is exactly what we did last time. They tell you their names are Chuchev and Cassandra. Chuchev says, "You're a newcomer. What brings you to the Red Dragon?" The beautiful Cassandra takes a dagger from her boot and starts to toss it, end over end. Catch it each time by the tip. As you consider your answer, she tosses it again, but doesn't catch it, and it buries itself in the table, a centimetre from your hand. Will you say that you wish to meet some thieves? Say you came in for a drink, or tell them to mind their own business. So, T for thieves, D for drink, G for get stuffed. TDG. Thieves. What was it? Thieves, drink, mind your own business. D for D for D. 2 Ds to drink, came in for a drink. Really? Didn't we do this last time? Did we not say drink last time? Yeah, we did. That didn't go down well. T this time, I believe we told them to mind their own... No. We told them we had come in for a drink, and the answer was, who the hell comes into a thieves' den for a drink? If I remember correctly. So it was either we wish to meet some thieves, or tell them to mind his own business. Now, obviously, if he tell him to mind his own business, he's going to have a fight with us. But I will put it down to two for drinks and 1 for thieves. After all, thieves do surely, yes. It's 2 apiece. Not that I'm trying to influence you or anything, but yeah. Well, yes, thieves do come in for a drink, but a person like ourselves would not normally be seen drinking in a thieves' establishment like this, obviously. I changed to tea, says Steve. Fine. Okay, so we did this last time. We could try the thieves. Yes. I think so. I would go with that. I would go with that. So this is different anyway. 340. 340. I am a thief, amongst other things, says Chichev. Why do you wish to meet thieves? You tell him that you have some unfinished business and need some help. Ah, yes, he says, but I am needed at my temple. I am not interested. Will you take your leave and go up the steps out into the street, or mention that the business involves the Talisman of Death? Ooh, harsh. So L to leave or T for Talisman? At least we're not fighting them so far. Steve wants to leave. Fair enough. Thanks for coming. Matthew's going with the old Talisman. One apiece. If we tell him, we'll end up back at the temple, won't we? Possibly. Well. But his temple's different. He doesn't worship the same gods as the Wimley women's do, does he? Don't think. That did not go well. No, well, I know that didn't go well. But that was with the thieves. That's like tomorrow and tomorrow. It's not right now. I don't think it's the same. I don't think he doesn't worship the same gods. I don't think, personally. God, this just tickles really annoying. Excuse me. Edward would like to go with the talisman. And Joe's going to go talisman. So it's 3 talismans to 1 leave. Sorry, Steve, you are totally getting undermined tonight. Three to one then. 3 to 1. 3 to 1. 3 to 1. Right. Talisman of Death. Aha. They betray a flicker of interest. Chuchuk calmly says, I have no time for such adventures, but his curiosity is obvious. You begin to think you may have made a mistake in telling them and get up to leave, and as you climb the steps to the street, you see Chuchuk walking over to the thieves. Turn to 289. Uh-oh. Oh, ho, ho. If you want the video to pop up, use your channel points. 500 points pop. Channel peaks. This is indeed a democracy manifest. Hence why the video says exactly the same thing. 289. You step out, squinting against the bright light of the late afternoon sun, and 1 luck point for visiting the Red Dragon Inn and living to tell the tale. Hurrah! Our luck has gone to 9 again. How lovely. You are back in the streets of Seven Sins. If you've met a sage and he has invited you to dinner, you may turn to 229. If you've not been invited or do not wish to go, you may walk down a side street called Cobbler's Walk, heading west, or down Merchant Street heading northwest. What shall it be? More wandering the streets or some dinner with a sage? Ah, excellent. Sorry, Selena, thank you. I've just seen that come through. Awesome. My phone's been on silent. Dinner, says Steve. Yes, quite right, too. Thank you for the note on headphone bits and pieces. Marvellous. Cool, right. Dinner, Wandering Star. Wandering Star. You want to wander the streets? Matty. Were you not here the other day? If you want to wander the streets, which street do you want to go? Do you want to go west or northwest? Down Cobbler's Walk. So it's dinner, west, or N for northwest. D for dinner, N for... Oh, that's what a mess that is, Julian. There's a bit to understand that, at least of all you. Dinner, west, north. So 1 for dinner. Wandering Star, wandering streets. Joe would like to go for dinner. Edward would like to go for dinner. Matty, I think you're in the minority on this one, mate. 3 people would like to go for dinner with the lovely sage. So let's do that. 229. 229. Is that all? Cool. That's finished then. That's that. That's good. So I've just been downloading some more. I've been getting some more music for us. Some more adventure music. It's all copyright free stuff. So, in case you're wondering, 229. It's easier to download it than it is to leave it where it is. On your way to the sage's house, a small boy runs up to you and asks if you would like to help a very clever scholar make some money doing it. Runs up to you and asks if you would like to help a very clever scholar and make some money doing it. Right, sorry. I hope you have some Yorkshire puddings. I hope so as well. It won't take long, he adds, tugging at your sleeve. Do you wish to thank him but decline and go on your way, or will you go with the boy? Ooh, hey now. Hey, what we're going to do? Decline or go. So D to decline or G to go. Now, last time we definitely declined because, we're on a dinner date with the sage who's obviously happy to stuff anything. Go with the boy. Good lord. Right, okay, fine. Go with the boy. Go, sister. My good lord. If making money means that we ignore sister, if making money means being turned into a cadaver for some of his experiments, then no thank you. Is he making toad in the hole, or is he making a hole in the toad? Difficult to know. He did have some skulls and stuff on his unit, so and some strange thing in a jar. Difficult to tell, really. 2 for go, 1 for ignore. This could be interesting. I am partially tempted to find out what the boy wants, but at the same time, I'm not. If that makes any sense. I'm just moving some data. Bear with. There we are. That can go over there for now. That one go away. Let's go. Edward's all up for finding out about the boy as well. Okay. Right, 3 to 1. That is our current stat running. So let's go and find out what the boy wants. We're going to go with the boy. 216. Up to the top of the page then. 216. If we die and we miss our dinner, okay, hold on though. The boy leads you to the Guild of Learning. You hurry down a cloister which surrounds a square of tall grass speckled with scarlet poppies and on towards a huge greenhouse made of tarred wood and glass. 2 scholars wearing the pale blue robes of the sages come out and greet you. One is spindly and bald, the other is very chubby and peers at you through his pince nez. They are obviously pleased to see you and introduce themselves as Moreau and Polonius. The fat one, Polonius, asks you to come with them if you would like to earn 20 gold pieces for 20 minutes' work. Will you go with them into the greenhouse or politely decline and go back to the sage's house? So G for greenhouse or S for sage, which is also green. So what are you going to do? It's all the greens. Green upon green. Matty just wants to go to the greenhouse. Cool. Anybody else? Green, be in for a penny. In for 30 gold pieces, however, I'm expecting it to be a trap. Yes, indeed, I agree. I agree. It's very possible that it's a trap, but 20 gold's 20 gold, you know? Overflowing with money. 20 gold for 20 minutes is pretty good going. Pretty good rate. Any more? I feel like as we are here, we may as well follow it through. Right, okay, there we go. There's our 3. That'll do. Off to do. That'll do. 182. Ha! We are scholars, says Moreau excitedly. Note the name. Vivisection is our field of study. We use surgery and magic to create new forms of life. Just wait till you see our creation. Dr. Moreau, as in H.G. Wells, The Island of. They take you to a large sunken pit in the middle of the massive greenhouse. The pit is ringed at the top with downward-pointing spikes. They lower a ladder and you all descend into it. In a barred cage at the end of the pit is a most loathsome sight. The scholar's creation is a massive beast with the body of a giant cockroach, 6 giant arms for legs, and 2 heads, one above the other. The top one is the head of a crocodile. Below it is the warty face of an ogre. Isn't she beautiful, says Moreau. Polonius says, we need a valiant warrior to test her. We want her to be used as a war beast. Do not worry, though. The minute she looks like harming you, Polonius here will put her to sleep with a special spell. Polonius talks of himself in the third person. The ogre face, which looks distinctly male, roars and slavers. If you want to say, no thank you, I'm not fighting that, and leave immediately, turn to 201. If you would rather say, this should be interesting, and prefer to fight the beast, turn to 189. So, L to leave, F to fight, basically. Here is said beast. Here is the beast of madness. From the imaginations of Doctors Moreau and Polonius. Jedi, yeah, no, I'm out here. I'm leaving. I'm walking, yes, indeed. I'm talking, yes, sir. I'm walking. You'll never lay hand on me. No. What's it gonna be? Hey, it might be worth the money. You never know. What are we now? We've got a skill of 11, a stamina of 18, and a luck of 9. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, no, we could take him. Matthew wants to leave as well. Oh no! 2 for leaving. Oh dear. Well, hold on. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get... we die. That could be what happens. Well, that's very true. Very true. I'm seriously. It does say here. If I can show you this, do not worry. So it says, "Isn't she beautiful?" says Moreau. Polonius says, "We need a valiant warrior to test her. We want her to be used as a war beast. Do not worry, though. The minute she looks like harming you, Polonius here will put her to sleep with a special spell." So presumably that's meant to be Moreau. Either Moreau is meant to be talking, and Polonius will do the spell, or Polonius is talking and it should be Moreau who's going to do the spell. So, it's a bit harsh finding spelling, or, how did that get past? See, that's the sort of shit that I pick up on, right? When I'm doing my game testing. I go, no. You're saying this, but that's wrong. Which one is it? Yeah? Who's it going to be? And people then have to fix it, whereas that's just gone straight past and nobody's picked it up. So, Would you like to... So I'll give you the option now, right? So 2 of you have said you'd like to leave. That's fine. You're still going to fight the beast. It might not be on such acrimonious matter. It might be more... less acrimonious this way than just agreeing to fight it. I don't know. They both have fight. That's all I'm saying. I mean, 2 of you voted to leave. Fine. Nobody else is voting. We'll follow that through. Thank you. I'm not fighting that, and leave immediately turn to 201. Well, the thing is, Edward, you're quite right. Your concern here is that if you try and leave, you are going to have to fight it anyway. You are going to have to fight it anyway. I suggest that you might want to fight it on your terms as opposed to fighting it on their terms. That's all I would say. So I'm kind of more like, yeah, come on then. I think when you've got side quests like this, you've got no choice. You are going to fight these things. There is no getting out of it. Especially if they know magic and stuff like that, you know? So here's my new question to you. Would you like to fight it on your terms or their terms? If you'd like to fight it on your terms, type a Y in the chat now. Then I'll compare the two. Matt is going with a yes, thank you. Any more on the Y fronts? Ha! Y fronts. Ah. Our terms, you never know, they might actually use the spell. Exactly. Okay, I lost the letters, but I suppose I changed my mind and fight the thing. Right, so I will take 3 Ys, okay? Which means that I'm going to say that we're going to fight it on our terms and turn to 189. Now, I will give you the précis of both. So 189 says... Excellent enthusiast Moro. They climb the ladder and draw it up behind you. With a clang, the bars of the cage slide into the ground. The beast comes towards you. You intent on making you its next meal. You must fight the vivisect. The sages produce wax tablets and begin to take notes. Vivisect is a skill of 8 and a stamina 12. You may appeal for help at any time. If you do, remember this reference number and turn to 158. If you do not appeal and win, turn to 176. Okay, so that's under our terms. Under the no thank you, I'm not fighting that and leaving it immediately, you turn to 201. At which point Polonius says, "Ah, well, that's a pity," and presses the far wall of the pit, and with a great clang, bars spring open between you and the 2 scholars. To your horror, you see that at the same time the bars separated you from their awful creation have slid into the ground. The beast comes towards you, intent on turning you into a meal. You must fight the vivisect. The scholars produce wax tablets, begin to take notes. Vivisect, skill 8, stamina 12. You may appeal for help at any time. If you do so, remember this reference number and turn to 158. If you do not appeal and win, turn to 176. So, in actual fact, it's identical whichever way it goes. So, it wouldn't have made a blind bit of difference. So we are now going to fight a vivisect. Who has a skill of 8. Double check it. Yeah, skill of 8. Stamina 12. We have a skill of 11 and a stamina of 18. So we have a +3 advantage. And forget appealing for help, because You ask the scholars to use their spell. Oh, something appears to be wrong, mumbles Moreau guiltily. The spell's not working. Out of the corner of your eyes, you can see him gesticulating as if casting a spell, but the beast is unaffected. You must fight it to the death, return to the barricade you came from, and do not appeal for help again. So, it really is pointless. It's just basically a fight to death. So, let's fight to death. Right. Colours, then. Colours, my darlings. What are we having tonight? What would you like for us? First two for us, please. I think we were on yellow and red last time, and they were on black and purple? Purple and green? I think. But choose two colours for us, and then we'll choose two colours for them. Red and blue. So we will go red and blue for us. I decided I'm just going to take the first two colours because it's simpler. Right, two colours for them then, please, of the remaining that are on the screen. Purple, yellow, green, black, white. White and green for them. Okay. All right, so we have +3 advantage. Let's hope that helps us in keeping our favour. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for us. 7 for them. Excellent. So, badoomf. Down to 10. And onwards. 5, 6, 9 for us. 3 for them. 12 for us. 5 for them. Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 for us. And 3 for them. 6 for us. 7 for them. Ouch. 12 for us. 5 for them. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11 for us. Oh, 12 for them. Cheeky buggers. 12 for us. And 8 for them. And we win. And therefore they are dead. Dead. You die. They're dead. Oh, speaking of you die. I'm going to go see John on Friday. We've got tickets for the Dark Room. Woohoo! Festival starts on Wednesday. And we've got tickets for Friday night. So, yeah. Good fun. It'd be nice to see him again. It's been a year now. Right, he's dead. 176 for us. Also, I'd love to be able to stream it, but I don't think... Well, he streams it anyway, so if you want to see it, you could. I don't know. Could I do that? I could stream his stream. I think I could do that. I think I'm allowed to stream his stream. If I raid his stream, I'm streaming his stream. I think. Something like that. Anyway, it matters not. They're dead, and we are on 176, which means we better get a load of money, mate. I want money. That's what I want. The vile monstrosity sinks to the ground, squelching in a pool of blood and green ichor. The stench of its spilled entrails is nauseating. The sages are woe begone at the death of their creature, but they help you out of the pit. I'm sorry, says Moreau. My spell didn't work. What a shame you had to kill her. You shake your head at their madness and ask for your gold. Polonius dives his hands into various pockets and folds of his robes, a look of consternation crossing his features. He's about to make some excuse when he sees your growing anger. Eventually, he offers you a magic scroll as payment instead. It contains a spell of agonizing doom, which you can use only once. You accept it, take your leave, and head for the House of the Sage. Turn to 273. So, we now have a scroll. Let's pop it here. Scroll of Agonizing Doom X1, because it's a one use. Oh. Format cells, unmerge, blah. There we go. Scroll of Agonizing Doom. Oh, I need to increase this, do I? Right, there we go. Sorry, I'm just resizing things a little bit there. That's a bit better. It's a scroll as shit as I hope so. Did they not pay us after all that? No, they didn't, but we gave us this stupid scroll. Hopefully that one that was mentioned during the fight at the temple. Yes, exactly. So well, maybe we could use it at a later date. And hopefully somebody ends up in agonizing doom. Right, 176. We accept it, we take a leave, and we head to the House of the Sage. 273. So at least we haven't missed out this time, so which is quite good. So we've got something out of it. And as you say, maybe that will help us. Because remember we talked about a whole lot of stuff last time, going, well, where was this and where was that? We didn't have any of these things. So, yes, hopefully we are now starting to pick up some of that stuff, which will help us towards the end of the game. 273. Second run will be the better. You come to the door of the sage's house and knock. After a few moments, a manservant opens the door, and you explain that you've come to see the sage. The manservant asks you for the token. Do you have the token? If you do, turn to 6. Well, of course we have the token. The token is, of course, our wonderful Jade Rose. Number 6. The servant says, "Ah, yes. You are expected. Please come in." You follow him into the parlour. The dining table is laid for 3. Apothecus rises to greet you and introduces you to his friend, Diodorus, a sage who is an expert on travel between the planes of existence. He tells you that there are portals or gates allowing travel between Orb and other worlds, and he suspects that you may have been brought from Earth to Orb by means of such a portal. When you recover the talisman, he says, you must leave Grey Hills and walk southeast until you come to the Great Plateau. Mount Star Reach, the tallest mountain on the plateau, has at its summit one of these portals, through which you must pass if you wish to return to Earth. And now to more immediate matters, says Apothecus. You can leave the city by the postern gate in the cemetery. If you get into serious trouble, you may be able to call on the All-Mother for help. To aid. To do so, cry, All-Mother, nature herself preserve me. And we should have written that down, yes. Gates manned by All-Mother devotees on Market Day. Also, We want to leave city by postern gate in cemetery. Call the All Mother with new line. All Mother Nature herself. All Mother Nature herself preserve me. All Mother Nature herself preserve me. It is dashed. The All Mother. All Mother. Put that in quotes. All Mother Nature herself preserve me. There we go. So that's good to know. He makes you repeat the words and you commit them to memory, note them on your adventure sheet. He explains that the All Mother is the fountain of all life, the opposite of death. She may be prepared to help you but once only, at the time of your greatest need. However, remember this, no deity can intervene in another's temple, which is why she wasn't able to help us last time round. You thank them both in turn in early after the sumptuous meal of peacock, basted in spirits of Ra and other exotic dishes. You wake up refreshed, gain 4 stamina points, taking us back up to the lofty heights of 18, meaning we don't need to use any of our own provisions, and you bid Apothecus farewell, thanking him for all his help and hoping that you won't let him down. You set out to find the Thieves' Guild by turning to 64. Hurroo, hurrah, and indeed hooray! 64. As you set off, you see a small group of people clustered around a man wearing a flowing grey cloak and one dangling gold earring. He is making huge bunches of flowers appear and disappear to cries of delight and amusement from the crowd. Will you try to find your way to the Thieves' Guild, try to regain the talisman on your own, or stay and watch the magic? We did not stay and watch the magic last time. I will just point that out now. We decided to find our way to the Thieves' Guild. But all choices are available to you. And whilst you have a think on that, I will just nip very quickly to the loo. And I will be back shortly. So, chat amongst yourselves. I will leave it open. So, options are T for Thieves' Guild. Sorry, no. Yes. G for Guild, T for Talisman, M for Magic. Oh, I should do it the other way around. Do Magic, Thieves, Magic Talisman Guild, then it's MTG, which is Magic the Gathering. Ah! I'll put you down for a magic, Steve. Bear with me a second. I'll be back. But yes, G for Guild, T for Talisman, M for Magic, in that order. Back in a mo. Back now. Right, so what have we decided then? We were out on the street. We have had... we're on our way to the Thieves Guild, but there's a man doing some magic in the street. So the question was, did you want to find a way to the Thieves Guild, go looking for the talisman on our own, or watch the magic? So far, on the way out, Steve Barrett decided he wanted to watch the magic. Joe says, I'm not very trusting of these people, but maybe magic, as we didn't do that the last time. Yes, I'm going to put Joe down from magic. I don't think we want to go for the talisman ourselves. We went straight for the guild last time, so why not stay for the magic? 3 for the magic. Steve, oh my, there's nobody here. Oh well. You are trying your luck without me, yes, for a change. Hello, Steve. Hello. How are you doing? I literally just went for a pee myself, so thanks. Thanks for sticking around. Right, so pretty much everybody who has made a decision wants to go and watch the magic, which is what we will do. 106, which we haven't done before. So hey, we might get something beneficial out of it. You never know. We have a scroll now, which we didn't have the last time, so that's good. 106. So, the magician conjures up a cloud of blue, green and pink smoke, which engulfs the spectators. Whilst you watch, Chuchev, the man from the Red Dragon Inn, appears from the shadows and enters the smoke. By the time it clears, neither he nor the magician in the grey robes are anywhere to be seen, but the members of the crowd are accusing one another, between coughing fits, of being cut purses. You realise that Chuchev and the magician are in cahoots. As you turn to leave, a servant places a silver salver under your nose. It bears a gold-embossed card inviting you to take sherry with one Mortfilio. This way, if you please, says the man. You ask who Mortfilio is, and he replies, one of the elders of the city, but says no more. Will you go with him, or decline the invitation? Interesting. That's new. So, will we go with the butler lad or decline the invitation? So, A to agree to go, D to disagree, I guess. Go, says Edward. A to agree, he will agree to go. If Mr. Binney is listening, I hope you got my message earlier. I assume you did. It is no espresso martini, I know. But you're not going to get one in the Thieves Guild either, are you? Let's be honest. You're more likely to get one with old Fisto here, whatever his name is, Mortfilio. Ooh, actually, speaking of Fisto, but we are playing Do All the Things. Exactly. Has anybody seen Masters of the Universe? I watched it over the last 2 nights. Hilarious. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So many nods to past things. It's absolutely brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, do go watch it if you get a chance. It's on Prime at the moment, if you have it, Steve. If you want to watch it. Anyway, yeah, if you've got Prime, it's available there. It's hilariously funny. Did you enjoy it? Oh, I'm pleased. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was really pleased with it. Really pleased with it. They did everything well. I'm watching that. It's on Prime. Yeah, you loved it. Good. I'm so pleased. It is absolutely... I didn't realise it was out so soon. Yeah, I didn't realise it was out so soon. And I watched it over the last 2 nights. Brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. A very huge doff cap to everything. Yeah, no, fantastic. Right, so I've got 2 people who would like to go. I'll put Joe down as a go. Because we are playing to all the things. Exactly. So family monster are off to go that way. Anybody else want to join them on our quest? Should we go and have a look at this person of the city? Or do we just want to go on to the Thieves Guild as per usual? What would you like? Agree to go with the guy, or D to disagree? Go. Go. I presume that means you agree to go. To go. General to go. I'm putting that as 3-0. So let us go. 144. To be fair, this is all new territory, which is good, as far as I'm concerned. You are led along tree-lined avenues through a quarter of the city you have not yet visited. Ahead of you is a large Gothic building with pinnacles surrounded by bat-like gargoyles. He's Batman! Before you reach it, the servant leads you into a nearby house. You follow him through to a dark parlour at the back. The walls are made of pale bamboo, and in a gloomy corner, a decrepit-looking invalid is sitting in a bath chair, most of his form hidden under blankets. The servant lights 4 large black candles before leaving you alone with Mort Filio. Thank you for coming. It's seldom that I entertain anyone who looks so vital and full of life. His voice is hoarse, and he finds it an effort to speak. The smoke from the candles makes you feel sleepy, but you are startled back to full awareness when a human skull on the mantelpiece starts to talk. This is the one, master. And at a command from Mortfilia, the skull lifts off the mantelpiece and hovers, shadowy wings holding it aloft. Kill, says the necromancer, and the skull hurtles towards you, jaw snapping. You must fight the winged skull. A stamina of 7, a skill of 7, and a stamina of 6. Well. A winged skull. Skill of 7, stamina of 6. A winged, indeed. Winged skull. So, let's stick with the colours we had before. We have a +4 advantage at the moment. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for us. And 9 for them. 12, 13, 14, 16 for us. So, he can't win. Even despite getting an 11. Ha 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 ha! 10, 14 for us. And 8 for them. Guess what? Winged Skull is dead. Dead. Where's your alcohols? Well, they're not here at this point in time. 3, 9, 6. Take that, Winged Skull. You smash the skull into splinters of bone, but Mort Filio has not been idle. The walls of the parlour are not bamboo, but are made of the bones of the necromancer's victims. He summons them forth to attack you. He is soon surrounded by skeletal warriors, or skeletal warriors, if you will. He is soon surrounded by... and you decide to run before you're overwhelmed. The only clear way is down a long stone corridor that leads to an archway across which a black blanket is draped. You run through, pushing the blanket aside, and catch your breath in amazement. Turn to 97. Here are the old bonio bones coming to get you. Rattly rattle, Rattly rattle. 97. You have run into the Gothic building you saw from the road. It is the Temple of Death, and a huge congregation is taking part in a religious ceremony. Hundreds of black-cowled figures kneel at prayer in the dark vaulted church. The black candles shed enough light for you to see that many of them have embraced death already. Quickly, you swathe yourself in one of the black robes of worship hanging by the arch. The organ sounds a loud and doleful chord, and the high priest, Somnus, is invited to begin. He raises his arms, and his voice echoes around the vaults as he chants an invocation in the same doleful tones. The altar is suffused with red light, and a phantom lake of boiling blood appears. Emerging from the lake are 6 mounted wraiths, hunched figures cloaked in a pall of evil. Well, that's all good. Who knew following a load of skeletons would lead to this? Well, indeed. Well, indeed. The blood pours from them as they spur their black heel steeds into the hell steeds into the owl. Somnus cries, "I charge you, instruments of death, to recover the talisman!" And in unison the long-dead lords reply, their voices harsh with the hatred of ages, "It shall be done!" The congregation sighs with a mixture of fear and awe. And you notice one of them walking to the back of the church, where he places a helmet on his head and disappears completely. Will you melt into the congregation and kneel down, make a run for the door, or put on one of the helmets? 5-star review. Funny Bones. Funny Bones did not suggest this would be an issue. 5-star review on TripAdvisor. Yes. Kneel who? Kneel down. You know, kneel down. Kneel down. Kneel down. Kneel down and find faith. Melt into the congregation, kneel down, make a run for the door, or put on the helmet. So, K to kneel, R to run, or H for helm, which spells K to kneel, R to run, H for helmet. Helmet. Is he Bob's brother? Yes, Bob Dan. Yes. That's right, Bob Dan from Australia. Stephen Barrett is up for the helm. Or is at the helm. Are you at the helm? Are you driving? I can't resist the word helmet for comedy purposes. Helmet! And when you say helmet, you can't not follow it up with Col. Helmet Col. Or Coln. Willie Coln. Poor old Willie Colon. Well, Rick Moranis. Ah, Dark Helmet. I was just about to say, like the German leader who used to work down the mines. Helmet Col. Yeah. You can't say the word helmet without saying Col. Helmet, Col. Helmet, Col. Right, so helmet it is then. It's what some people have chosen, but nobody's chosen anything else. So we're going to go with that. 165. Which is interesting enough is an extra entry 65 on my sheet here. 165. Gotta have a system. Worshippers make way for you as you walk towards the helmet, your face shrouded in the cowl of the black robe. It is standing on a table and is made of interwoven silver bands. You place it in your head and find yourself outside in the street. The helmet bestows quickness of thought and reaction to its wearer. Add +1 to your skill score. I don't think we can, because we're at maximum. You guess that that powerful priest of death used the helmets to come and go from the temple without being seen. Feeling lucky to be alive, you set out to find the Thieves Guild. Does that mean we have a helmet? It doesn't say, but I'm going to say we have the helmet. I'm going to call it a death helm. Death helm. Because why should we not? A death helm, yes. I'm not allowed to send any more messages with that word in, apparently. What? Helmet or coal? Yes, 3 more from death helmet. Oh, helmet. Oh. How odd. Oh, because... So if you say the same thing repeatedly, it thinks you're spamming. That's why. So there you go. The helmet says we can. So there we go. Right, good. We're off to find the Thieves Guild, the wonderful Guild of Thieves, turn 83. Which I presume is where we would have headed previously. Yes, it was. 83. 6, 64, 106, 6, 64, 83. Ha ha ha. So back on track. I hit the sack. I've been so long, I'm glad to be back there. Let loose from the loose. Have you been told about the storm drain? No. No, we were told about a helmet coal scuttle. And your coal will follow. Now, terms of services, terms of service, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to show nipple on, I'm not allowed, yes, full frontal nudity, not allowed. There will be no helmet reveals here. Have you been told about the storm drain? If you have, turn to 183. If not, turn to 149. 149. We know about the coal entrance. Here we go. You turn left down Hornbeam Road, looking for the coal hole. You see what looks like a coal cellar at the back of a dilapidated warehouse. You duck into it and find a small crawlway hidden on the other side of the pile of coal. You crawl down a chute and out into a small passageway that winds for some distance beneath the city. You come to a door and push it open. You step into a magnificently furnished room. Evidently, the Thieves Guild lacks nothing. A group of men is waiting for you, lounging on sofas. Some of them you recognise from the Red Dragon, in particular the one with a scar running from ear to chin. Turn to 209. All right, lads. What the fuck are you doing here? Scarface looks you up and down for a moment, then he says, "Right, I'll get the Guildmaster. We'll see what he has to say." Okay. That is not what happened the last time. There's an uneasy silence before he returns with another man. Scarface says, "This is Vagrant, Guildmaster of Thieves." Vagrant is a handsome, middle-aged man wearing an ermine jacket. Twirling his moustache, he asks you the purpose of your visit. Here is the very man himself, if you remember. In all his glory. Sir Paul Calf, gone to seed. Don't call me Scarface. That's Paul Calf. It's Paul Calf, gone to seed. That's Scarface there. That's Paul Calf. What will you say? You need help to steal something. You wish to steal the Talisman of Death. You will lead them to a hoard of priceless jewellery. Something, talisman, jewellery. S for something. T for talisman. J for jewellery. Now, what did we do last time? Last time we did... Uh, 83. 183? 291. So last time we did the Hoard of Jewellery. Talisman. Edward would like to go for the talisman this time. Fair enough. Jewellery. We said jewellery last time. Not sure that was true. Steve, like Talisman? Oh, did that work last time? No, not really. We died horribly. We were 209, 1.9, 209. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 steps away from death. T then, T. So everybody would like to go Talisman this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4 talismans. Fight 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're going to go, yeah. Let's go Talisman, 276. Let's be honest about it. There's a hushed silence broken by Vagrant. That is indeed beyond price. He suddenly barks out an order. We'll man an expedition before they move the Talisman. It is market day, a good time. Scarface, Jemmy the Rat, Bloodheart, and young Lord Min, you will accompany our friend here. Some hours later, when they finish their preparation, you set off, and as you leave, you see a piece of graffiti scrawled in blood on the wall. There is no honour amongst thieves. Resolve to be on your guard. Turn to 241. Yes, we obviously made a couple of steps and then went down the same route of doing exactly what we've just done. So, hooray. We're on track. We're on track without pissing them off this time. Not that that makes any difference at all, because it means we're still on track to die. Scarface leads you through a maze of black alleys into a building that Jamie the Rat tells you is a safe house. You climb onto the roof and continue running across the rooftops of the city. Soon, you're on top of a tall house, and just below the top of the temple of Fel Caridla. Bloodheart, a hulking, silent fellow, takes a rope and grappling hook from his shoulder. He effortlessly throws it around the top of one of the temple columns. He secures his end to a chimney stack and walks across the tightrope. He is created. You all manage to cross hand over hand and join him on the temple eaves. Jemmy the Rat, a warrior man with fingers like spider's legs, finds a skylight and, true to his name, prizes off the bars and picks the lock. The dice were horrible in time. Hello, Drossie! How are you? And where are you today? Reaching inside, he disarms the trap container. In fact, you're joining us at pretty much the same time as you did on Thursday. Exhausted but home. Ah, you're just back home, are you? Ah, excellent. I did wonder, because you posted that you were at Schiphol the other day. But like yesterday, you posted you were at Schiphol, but that must have been you on your way home. So to keep popping in right when you're saying, no, we're good. We're good. We're good for a little bit. Yeah, we're good. So far, we haven't died. We had a couple of fights, and we've done really well. We're still at full health, and we now have a scroll, a death helm, and a scroll of agonizing doom. So we might actually get it this time. Flew home via Schiphol. Ah, excellent. No, we're all good. We're good for a little bit. We're good for at least a few more entries yet before we come up against the fight. So here we go. Reaching inside, little Jemmy the Rat disarms the trap containing the poison dart, and you marvel at his nimble-fingered skill. They lower a rope, and you all drop down onto the top of a staircase. You catch sight of an old serving man passing a doorway on the landing. Ah, the old serving man. Who remembers him from last time? The others have not noticed him. Will you silence him in case he's seen you, or ignore him hoping he didn't see you? So, who remembers what happened last time? Do not kill the servant man. We didn't kill the servant man. It wasn't us. I can't even remember what I had for dinner. Oh, Steve. did you get my message from earlier? I do not remember. Honest Gov. Steve Biddy, did you get my message from earlier? And is that okay? Silence. Sure. Good. Fine. Excellent. Let me know if there's anything else you need. So Steve Barrett would like to silence him. I still think I hate to say it, but I think, well, I don't know. I'm kind of still going with the whole silence thing. I'm not sure that we want him to. We silenced him last time, I think. Yes, we did. I'm not 100% convinced that leaving him to dodder around is the best thing. You know, every day he's shuffling, because he is an old shuffly man. I just don't know. Yeah, no, yeah. If we go, he sees us. Yeah, I think we have to. I'm afraid. Like Winston and Croftman. Yes, yes, Steve, exactly. As I said, he's not exactly Lara Croft's butler last time. That's what I said on Thursday. I think we need to silence him. Winston and Croftman, of course, played by Chris Barry in the film. And a most excellent job he did as well. So, shall we silence him, yes or no? There's your question. Silence him, yes or no? I will count the Y's and I'll count the N's. Drosy says no. Here we go. Here we go. The bloodthirst. The bloodthirst. The bloodlust rises. I shall have it. No. So, yes. So, Drosy would like a no. Edward, Steve, and Joe would like a yes. 3-1. 3-1. Again. Right. Silence him we shall. 2 and 7. Are you going to have the guts to do it yourselves this time, though? Here's the question. You creep up behind the old man as he shuffles along the corridor. Will you use the pommel of your sword and try to knock him out, or strike him down with your sword? Bear in mind, we're with a bunch of thieves. I'm just pointing that out again. Ah, okay. Yes, no. Let's knock him out. Knock him out, says Edward, yes. Strike him down. Yeah, that doesn't bode well for us. KS. I'm going to put you on a piece. I know we weren't happy with the... Are you reading ahead again? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I just want the nicest options for us. Do you mean we are amongst thieves like we need to show off to our pals? Well, I did, and then I read ahead and went, nah, let's not do that one. Let's just go with the knockout. It is the simplest. It's the simplest way. So he can go stronger than he can possibly imagine. Yeah, I know. Take us. I did that the other day. I said, take your rightful place at my side, and together we shall rule the galaxy. KO, says Coffee Monster. It's only for your own benefit. It's all. It's the only reason I do it. It's KO. KO it is going to be, I think. Knock him out. Brother's going to knock you out. 2 or 6. Papa's going to knock you out. So you strike the old man, the old temple servant across the back of his neck with the pommel of your sword. He collapses soundlessly. You go to tie him up. Good work, says Lord Min, a small, agile young man. Now I'll finish it. He steps forward with his dagger, meaning to slit the old man's throat. Will you stop him, or let him kill the old man? Ah, now. What did we do last time? That was 206, 239. So 23. We let him kill the old man last time round. Yeah, no, let him have his way. Let him have his way. Yeah. Stop him. Uh-oh, stop him. Stop him if you think that you've heard this one before. Oh, that's so funny, because I've literally written the last one we had on this page was stop or let. Stop or let. So we're going to go for a stop. Stop him. We let him kill the old man last time, and we lost a luck point. Yeah, might lose a bit more than that. But hey, look, you know, this is on you guys. Stop. Okay.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Get your hand off my penis!
So we let him do it last time, and this time we're stopping him. You reach out and knock the young thief's hand away. He drops his dagger, which clatters noisily all the way down the stairs. Sentimental fool, he snaps. The gods will have heard that. He draws another dagger from his boot. Hurry, we have little time now, says Scarface. You hurry on. Turn to 283. Okay. What? Okay. Slightly different. You're padding silently along the landing towards the stairs, which leads down, when a loud pealing of bells fills the air. The alarm! Snarls Scarface. You freeze. Looking back, you're astonished to find that you cannot see any of the thieves. You're just trying to be a good person. Well, you know, that's what happens. You cannot see any of the thieves who you thought were behind you. All you can see are shadows. You are on your own. Will you go back to find the thieves, or run down the stairs ahead of you? B for back, A for ahead. Uh-oh. Sketio. Oh my good lord, what? Steve's going back to find the thieves. Everybody else wants to go ahead down the stairs. Wow. Wow, okay, fine. Well, It's your choices, not mine. Run down the stairs. How do you 180? Wow. Bit gung-ho, aren't you? You run down the stairs 4 at a time. You reach another landing before you hear the tramp of feet coming from below. Thinking quickly, you hide behind an arras. It's a hanging tapestry thing. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 140. You're unlucky, turn to 153. Our luck is 9. We take 2d6. We drop them. We get 6, which is under 9. However, because we've tested our luck, we must now lose 1 luck point. We're down to 8. We are bloodthirsty as well, yes. Fussy footing around did us no good last week. Fair enough. Or pussyfooting around, yes. You lot are. Steve's gone the other way. Quite rightly so. We are lucky, so we are at 140. Really? Excuse me. Ouch, my back. 180. If you're lucky, turn to 140. Okay. 140. You can hear the clank of armour as a group of guards rush past the arras, heading up the stairs, and you continue down until you reach the double doors at the bottom. A guard remains on duty before them. She shouts a warning and runs forward to attack you. You must fight her. Temple Guard, skill 7, stamina 8. If she is still alive after 5 combat rounds, turn to 124. If you win within 5 combat rounds, turn to 113. Right. Okay. Temple Guard. Skill of 7, stamina of 8, which gives us, again, a 4-point advantage. So, same colours as last time. Red and blue for us. Green and white for them. 6, 10 for us. 10, it's a draw. Nobody wins. That's 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for us. 3 for them. That's 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for us. 4 for them. Sorry, that should have been 6. That's down to 4. That's 3. 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 for us. 6 for them. That's 4. 5, 6, 10 for us. 8 for them. That's round 5. However, oh. They are dead. Dead, 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 dead. So, within 5 combat rounds, turn to 113. Because we're that fucking good. Yeah, boy. Step over the fallen guard and push through the double doors, entering the inner sanctum of the temple. A tall, raven-haired woman, Horkana, the high priestess, is praying at the altar, upon which lies the Talisman of Death. Beyond the altar is a large marble statue of the goddess wearing chainmail, her expression arrogant and cruelly beautiful. Horkana rises and turns, and she resembles the statue and is wearing a long dress of black chainmail. Turn to 222. Okay, we are on par, on par for where we were last time. 222. And here she is, screaming into the void once more. Hitting those high notes. Old Sarah Brightman there. How dare you desecrate the temple? How dare you interrupt me when I'm speaking with my goddess? Shut up, Sarah, exactly. She says softly, white with rage, I dedicate your soul to the goddess. And she drives her fist into the air and chops it downwards. A pillar of flame descends from the vaulted roof. Roll 1 die. If you score 1 to 4, turn to 1 to 5. If you score 5 or 6, turn to 1, 3, 2. The answer is we are scoring 5 or 6, please. It's a 3. We're going to get burnt. 105. Which sadly is different from the last time. We're going to get horribly burnt now. You jump aside at the last moment, but are still caught by the heat of the blast, losing 3 stamina points. You bastard. Oocha! 15 points we're at now. Oh, 158. Yes, 58 points. Yay! If you are still alive, you may wish to use one of the following if you have any of them. A vial of vapours of speed. An amulet made from the horn of a unicorn. A scroll of agonising doom. Or none of these things. Now, we do have a scroll of agonising doom. So we can use that. 59. Hopefully this will kill her. Or at least leave her in agonising doom. Interesting. Okay, hold on. 105. I just would like to compare what the Scroll of Agonising Doom has actually done for us. 50. Ooh, a lot. It's reduced her stamina from 14 down to 6. Ha ha ha! After that display of power, you hurriedly use your Scroll of Agonising Doom. Horkana draws her sword and advances on you, snarling with tigerish ferocity, but the spell works and a crackling electric blue aura surrounds her. She throws back her head and howls with agony. She is very badly hurt and staggers, but then exerts her will and recovers. You must now fight the High Priestess Horkana, skill of 12, stamina of 6. So, she has a 1 point advantage on the old skills. There's not a lot we can do about that. Yeah, not a lot we can do about that. So, but she is down to 6 on the old health stakes. So that gives us a huge advantage compared to last Thursday. So, fighty fight time. Are we sticking with the same? Should we stick with the same dice? Yes. Give me a yes to stick with the same coloured dice as we have done for the rest of this evening. One for Steve. Excellent. I'll take one more. Yes, they've been kind to us so far. Awesome. Right, okay. Let us start then. So, she has a +1 advantage on us, but let's see what happens. That's 9 for us. 11 for her. Ouch. Oh dear. Ow, the pain, the pain, the pain, the pain, the pain. Never mind. Never mind. It's early days yet. Early days. 9 for us again. 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking it down to 4. Ha 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 ha. That's what we're talking about. 5. 11 for us. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to 2. Yes, this is more like it. 4 and 3 is 7. We probably lose this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we lose that one. Never mind. It's 11. And then go for this one. That's a 4. That's 10 for us. 4, 5, 6, 7 for her. But not enough, I'm afraid. She is dead. Yeah. Dead. No. Dead. For goodness sake. Nice. Good. There we go. Dead. Ha 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 ha. 44. You die, you die, you die, you die, you die. Horkana collapses to the floor, lifeless. You walk to the altar and take the Talisman of Death. It is cold and heavy. At last, you have regained it. Gain 1 luck point. Yay! 9. Just so we know we have it. The old Taliban of Death. Right. You look back at Horkana and your scalp crawls. Her wounds are healing. Even as you watch, she tries to raise herself from the pool of blood in which she lies. Will you go back to Horkana or run to the double doors? Yeah, I know. Eat some food. Yes. Yes, because we're not fighting, so technically we can eat some food. Right. So, 2... we're only going to be able to eat 1. Or just 2 and maximise our thing. Do you want to eat 2? That'll take us to 18. 2 foods? Whilst we're watching. Doors! Yeah, right, food. Right, so let's get food. 7. 18. Done. Right, you would like to go to the doors. So, E to examine, D for doors. Joe would like doors, obviously. 2 foods done. Now run like hell. Steve would like doors, obviously. Anybody else? Are we running? Are we staying? What we're doing? What we're doing with the Horkana's healing? What we're doing with the... Go, no. Be like there is a storm. Right, it's on the storm. No. Go and see her. Go and look at her. Go and look at her. Go and look at her. Quick. Go look at her. Go look at her. Quick. Go look. Go see. Go look. Go see. Go see. Go see. Go see. Go. Trust me. Go. Go have a look. Go. Go, look at her. Go. Go look. Yes, go look. Right, we're going to go look. 54. You notice that a ring on Horkana's finger is glowing with a green light as her wounds close up. Quickly, you take it off her before she comes fully back to life. You place it on your own finger. It is a ring of regeneration. Regain 6 stamina points. Ta-da! Now would you like to leave through the double doors or search the inner sanctum? Is she the new doctor? No, she's not. No, she's not. And it is midnight. So, I'll tell you what, why don't we leave it there? We can make that decision on Thursday. Thursday. God, it is only Monday. Oh, shit, it's only Monday. Oh, let's make that decision on Thursday, shall we? We can search or not. Now, yeah. I mean, how close to the end are we? I will have another book prepped, just ready for us, just in case this is close to the end. I've no idea. We'll find out. I genuinely don't know. So let's leave that there. Right, let's leave it on that cliffhanger, shall we? Lovely. Oh, fucking. Hello, camera's gone all to pot again. Ugh. Stupid. Right, I'll leave it. It's come back in. So there we go. That's that. Thank you very much. My camera's back. It's fine. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for remembering the focus command. It was good fun. I enjoyed that. That was nice. It's better now. We have done better this week, today, than we did last time round, which is nice. Always nice. Focus, it nearly killed me. I know. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we'll finish that off on Thursday, probably. It sounds like we're pretty close to the end. I will dig up another book for us to play if we finish that one. And we'll take it from there. So yes, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you very much, guys, for enjoying coming by. It is back at midnight. It's been good fun. I hope that the rest of your week is suitably fulfilling. Hopefully catch you online at some point before Thursday. If I don't, look after yourself, take care of each other, and have a good one. Grossi, I'm glad you're home. I hope you've got a nice couple of what's that? 5 weeks before you're back coming over to see us again. I must drop you a message and let you know what our itinerary is for that weekend. I will do that tomorrow once I've spoken to Lindsay, so you will get that when you wake up. You are more than welcome. Everybody. Thank you guys for dropping by. It's been a lovely evening having you all here. It certainly has bolstered the algorithm a little bit. I'm just hopping back and forth across the Atlantic. Yeah, that's what you seem to be doing at the moment. It must be wonderful to be able to do so. I'm very envious of you sometimes. I'm very envious. But genuinely, guys, thank you very much as always. Look after yourselves and take care. We will see you on Thursday. Until then, take care. Good night. Love, God bless, as they say, and we'll see you then. Bye for now. Look after each other. Ciao.